Welcome to Archispeak, a fortnightly podcast about all things architecture. My name is Evan Troxel, and I'm one of your hosts along with Neil Pan and Cormac Phelan. Have you ever wondered what it's like to work in the profession of architecture? Have you ever worked with an architect? Have you ever wanted to be an architect? Maybe you're in school and don't know what you're getting yourself into, or perhaps you know exactly what it's like because you've been working in the profession for a long time, and you know that the more things change, the more they stay the same. Or maybe, just maybe, you're planning on changing the world. Join us as we have a casual conversation about our passion, architecture. It's time for some Archispeak.
Welcome to episode 104 of the Archispeak podcast. I'm Neil Pan.
I'm Evan Troxel.
And I'm Cormac Phelan.
And this episode of Archispeak is sponsored by Arcat. Check out all the features they offer at arcat.com, and we'll talk a little bit more about them later in the show. But first up, we have some friends of the show to announce.
Absolutely, and I'm taking over the announcement of them because they are both East Coasters and local to me. First one is Laura Thomas. She's been a good friend of ours on the tweeters, and she is an architect, watercolorist, traveler, Italiophile, occasional triathlete, mom, wife, and me. Wait, no, she's not me. She's her. Anyway, so...
It's a good bio.
Yeah. She's from Baltimore. She's right around the corner from where I work, and she's awesome. So if you guys haven't checked her out on Twitter, do so because her watercolors are fantastic.
Yes, they are.
What's her Twitter handle?
And her Twitter handle is Laura MTARX. So it's LAURA MTARX. And our next friend of the show is from Reston, Virginia. And I looked him up, and he's actually working at a place that I interviewed with when I first moved up here 8 years ago, or almost 9 years ago. And so he works at a good place. So, Michael Travis, say hello to Wayne for me. He loves the shows, telling all of his architecture friends and students about it. Good, thank you. Appreciate that. He's telling us to keep up the good work and follow him on the tweeter as well. See, he actually used the word tweeter, all right?
Yes, he did.
Which is M Travis Arc, which is MTRAVISARCH, for interesting and innovative architectural and life-related things. So we would like to thank both of you guys for being listeners, and I want to thank both of you guys for being local. Stay cool.
Stay local.
Stay local.
Thanks to both of our friends of the show. And Evan, you always say a little something after that, how you can become a friend of the show, right?
Yes.
I'll jump in and say that anybody who would like to become a friend of the show can do so if you go over to archispeakpodcast.com/donate. And any donation, $5 or more, you can have your name read on the podcast, get your tweeter handle read out there on the air if you choose. And if you choose not to, that's okay too. So again, any donation we will gladly accept to help keep the show going. We really appreciate all of the friends of the show that join up. And I think it's kind of cool that we pass out Twitter handles so that everybody can become a part of that community on Twitter. So head on over to archispeakpodcast.com/donate and help out the show. And we appreciate it. So that's it.
And little secret too, when I do the show notes, I always list our friends of the show, and I link to their Twitter pages if they are provided.
Yeah.
So for this episode, we're going to do our fourth now annual gifts for architects. And I think we each have several gifts that we're going to go through. This is always usually a kind of a popular thing. I think everybody's really waiting to see what Cormac chooses this year after his spectacular... what was the word of the...
It was the tools.
The tools, yes. And that was great last year. So without further ado... Let's jump into it. Who wants to get started first?
I'm not starting. I'm going last of the first.
Last of the first? Okay.
Before we start, let's just say that all of the stuff that we're mentioning, we're going to have links to in the show notes. You can get the show notes by going to our episode page, which is going to be archispeakpodcast.com/episodes/104. Or if you go to the website and you're not a friend of the show, as far as getting signed up for our show notes, you can do that before the next show goes live, and you'll get that emailed to you automatically. So if you're hearing this on episode 104, then you obviously have not signed up for that, and you'll have to do that for the following ones. But all the show notes that we publish, that's all we send out, and that's an email that goes out when the show goes live, and it's worth it because all the stuff we talk about on the show you have a link to, so you can follow along and play along at home or driving in the car or wherever you're illegally texting while driving.
Well, with that, Evan, why don't you start us off?
Oh man, so should I do the 26-pound party gummy python first?
Ooh, yes.
Seriously?
Well, if you don't want a 26-pound party gummy python, there is a 26-pound party gummy bear. All right, so you get to pick. We'll have links to those in show notes. I don't want to waste my pick on those disgusting things. The first one is the Studio Neat Glyph. What it is a quick release camera tripod mount, but yes, not like any old camera for anybody's smartphone. So it'll fit just about any size. And the cool thing about this one is that this quick release, this thing's brand new. It just came out. It was a Kickstarter, but orders are now being fulfilled. And what's kind of cool about it is it will work in any portrait or landscape mode, and it will allow you to attach your phone, no matter what kind of smartphone you've got, to a tripod. So you can get a little tripod. And I think last year I actually recommended a different version of not from these guys, but from another company that I purchased previously. And so we'll put a link to our last year's Gifts for Architects episode in the show notes as well. But I had a little tripod camera set up for smartphones back then. This one's even cooler because it works in both orientations, and it also has this quick release. So it's super pocketable. You can just have it with you, ready to go. And it also allows lots of different attachments. So they actually are making a boom mic attachment and a flash attachment. And
actually, that's cool.
It's very cool. So it allows you to make a little movie studio with very minimal equipment out of your smartphone. So I'm loving the camera on the iPhone 7S or 7 Plus. And
yeah.
I think that this is just one of those things that turns it into even a more useful device, a camera device. So very, very cool. If you want to shoot time lapses, or if you want to shoot anything from a tripod, you want to shoot some low light situations where it's better to have that phone sitting on a tripod rather than in your bumpy cam hands, you can lock it down and leave the camera rolling without any movement. It's very cool. So again, it's called the Glyph, GLIF. We'll have the link to that in the show notes. It's $28, and it's a very cool camera mount. So that's my first pick.
I'm digging the go down to the bottom of the page, and it's got the hand grip and the wrist strap.
Yeah, you can buy like different combos of it. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
Neil, you're up.
I'm up. All right. Well, there will be a theme to all of my gifts. And for those
hell.
You know where it's going.
Hey, Cormac, while he starts talking about his iDevices, check out the 26-pound party gummy python.
Oh my God! Is this thing it is a real thing?
Is it under
right?
$20? I want to get it for my white elephant gift for the office.
Unfortunately, it's not even close. It's 26 pounds of party gummy python.
$150. Yeah, we're definitely putting that in the show notes.
It's very lifelike.
How do I follow that up, guys? I mean, come on.
I don't know if you can. All right.
Wow.
Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, I think we're done. That's it.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. Exactly. Wow. Okay. Well, this is going to seem a little anticlimactic then. No, there definitely will be a an iDevice or a Apple theme to all of my gifts, as listeners to this show are probably familiar with. So the first thing is that I'm going to recommend is going to be a book. Although it is not a paper book you can buy at this point. It is either on iBooks or you can buy a PDF version of it. And it is by 512 Pixels, and it's called it's called Aqua and Bondi, a new book looking at the road to OS X. I said that right.
Oh my God, you said OS X.
I did, didn't I? Oh my God. You know what? I'm going to cut that out of the show.
Who? No, you're not. No.
Oh, who's going to do the editing this time?
Neil said OS X.
I did. Oh,
we'll
no, I'm
keep,
serious.
Keep saying
Don't
that
worry.
throughout the
I'm
whole
going
episode.
to keep repeating it through the whole episode. So it's too late. It's either that or you're going to do a lot of cutting.
I'm going to hang up now.
Might as well leave it in.
Might as well leave it in. So the book looking at the road to OS X and the computer that saved Apple. So I do not have this yet, but it's only $3.99, so it's a very inexpensive gift. But it's an 80-page examination of the different products that basically help save the Apple computer.
Damn, nice. I think I fell asleep already.
Neil loves OS X
or OS X
and the Bondi Blue G3 tower.
I would love to. Actually, I owned one of those.
Me too.
The G3 tower.
Yep,
I did. All right, Cormac. So wake up. It's your turn.
Wakey, wakey.
We're rolling off of probably one of the most unusual years that we've had in our recent memory.
I think you mean crappy.
Crappy. Unusual. Glass half empty, half full. Either way, there's enough room in there for us all to get scared. And so I was thinking I was going to do a theme, but I decided just to maybe do one or two. And I think this is appropriate because it works for however you're feeling. Whether you're feeling scared or you're feeling optimistic, there's going to be some times when you might need to just get away. And so I felt like the Atlas survival shelter was the thing for you.
I forgot that you pick the absurdly expensive gifts.
Yeah. I mean, everybody needs a bomb shelter, a bunker. Maybe
it says
maybe we call it
financing, and then it says in quotes now available.
Yeah,
as if that is supposed to mean the opposite.
My favorite thing is what they're called. They call them the Bombnado disaster shelters. Gosh. Starting at a mere $18,999 with 100% financing.
Wow.
You too can call 1-855-4-BUNKERS.
Can you link multiple bomb shelters together?
It looks like you can.
Yeah.
It really honestly does. It looks...
Architects can go crazy with this.
I'd love
It's
to.
a nice interior. I like that. It's not bad.
Then it arrives on a truck. You bury it. I mean, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We might need one of these.
Those kids look happy.
I'm going to give us one more.
Oh, wait a minute. 10 by 20 is $40,000. Wow.
So you're sitting in your bunker and you're like, I'm hungry. So I've added
naturally
the homemade 1,200 calorie 1 year food supply. So stock those shelves of your bomb shelter. Something's coming.
Wow.
Just not saying what.
Well, we know where Cormac's theme is going this year.
That's great.
Wow. Okay.
I think we're going to be able to tell an interesting story by the time this episode's over.
Yeah, I think so.
I will say one thing, though. Last year's gifts, I don't think that I would have picked this year's gifts, with my little crystal ball. But boy, has 2016 been interesting.
Yes, it has. Okay. Wow. Round one over. It's been pretty interesting.
Nice way to wrap it up there. Oh, man, where do I go from there? Okay, I know exactly what to give you.
Hey, at least you don't have to follow the 26-pound gummy snake.
Okay, so speaking of affordable, Cormac, I'm going to choose this little gem right here. I actually have one of these, and I think this is a great gift that every architect should have on their desk. So you guys can click on the link that I just sent you. It is the self-inking novelty message stamp, WTF.
See, I'd like to challenge the novelty part.
No, it's totally useful. You're right.
No, I was going to say it should be necessity message stamp.
I use it all the time. I know I've posted pictures on Instagram of me stamping various paper items that come across my desk with this stamp.
Yeah.
And so I would stamp your last gift with this.
Thanks.
So
I see where the love is.
$9, and you too can have a WTF stamp with a question mark, WTF,
and it
on
comes,
your desk.
And it qualifies for Amazon Prime.
So definitely click that link in the show notes and get yourself one of these self-inking WTF question mark reading stamps.
Oh, dang it. I just noticed. My survival shelter didn't qualify for Amazon Prime.
Yeah, they probably charge you a couple grand extra just to deliver.
How are people going to click the link on that one and get back to us?
I don't know.
Anyway, moving on. What you got, Neil?
Okay, well, sticking with the Apple theme and the book theme, I'm not sure anybody really needs this. I have not actually personally seen it yet, but I think it's a cool anthology book, and it is the new book that I'm not sure I really recommend anybody buy, but I would like to see it.
Perfect for a gift show.
Perfect for a gift show. Yes, exactly. It is called Designed by Apple in California. It is their new book that chronicles the last 20 years of Apple design through 450 photographs of products and processes used to make them. And this book made some noise recently when it was announced a couple of weeks ago, just by its sheer cost. And it starts at $200. It's a coffee table book. It's 10 by 13, and then it also comes in, a 13 by 16 inch book that is $100 more. So a real good gift for those Apple fans in your life. Or if you just, hate Apple products and want to really, tease somebody, you can give them this. But I also want to add in a little bonus offer here. If you do not have $200 to spend, then I would, and I think I've recommended this book in the past, I think when it first came out, but it is a book called Iconic. And it is also a coffee table style book that is all about Apple products. And it came out about 3 years ago, but it's only $100 for the basic version. And it covers a lot more, and there's quotes and all kinds of interesting things. So if you don't want to buy the no wordy, just pictures Apple book and want something a little different and a little more and at a better cost, then I would recommend Iconic. Is maybe a better choice, but
or for $150 you can get the Iconic Plus.
That's right.
Or if you don't have any money, you can just send a message to Neil on Twitter, and he'll take a picture of whatever page you ask for. Exactly. Send it to you.
And just for to throw out there, I am actually quoted in the Iconic book, so. I do. I'm actually in that book. So
he's famous.
Now we know why.
Yes. So
I like that. You can get the $250 version in the Corvon Metal X cover, a black slipcase, custom form fit 80s vintage Apple retro form factor bookcase. That's pretty. It ridiculous.
Looks like an Apple II, right?
Can you get it in rose gold?
No.
Only in China.
Speaking of which, my gift is the coffee table supplemental to that one, and it's called Apple Built in China.
Really?
Okay, maybe not, but still.
I'm looking that one up.
I don't think they have one, but no. So I am going to do mine, and sorry guys, I'm getting a little off topic. I'm not going with the bomb shelter.
Oh man,
are we getting a little more positive this time?
I think, yeah. So, you know me, I like to support local Detroit businesses and things like that. And my favorite one, Shinola, just came out with a fantastic new watch. And it's a shameless plug that I hope my wife maybe is listening to the show. And
not going to happen.
This is not going to happen, but this is what I really want. It's called the Runwell Black Runwell gift set, and it is an all black watch, black matte band, black matte face with black letters, black hands, anything. I mean, it's a perfect architect's watch.
It is beautiful.
So anyway, yeah, that's what I want. I mean, that's what I suggest other people should get.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant. Sorry, I mispronounced those words.
That's a very beautiful looking watch. Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna click the little thing here and email this to Neil so he knows what to get for you exactly.
Yes.
Okay, wait a minute.
Thank you,
How much
Neil.
does this thing cost?
Yeah, there's no cost.
Yeah, it is.
$850.
$850.
I love you, man, but that's a lot.
I love you that much.
I don't love you that much.
You could sell at least like one or two of your vintage Apple products.
No.
There you go. That's a good idea. All right, before we do our third round picks, let's go ahead and talk about our sponsor for this episode, and that is Arcat. We all heard about them at the beginning of the show from Neil, and what is the one thing we all do in our practice? We search the internet for content, right? We want to let you know about Arcat.com. Arcat is an online resource devoted to bringing content to the building professional. They have huge libraries you can access, and they don't hit you up for your subscriptions. There's no fees, and they won't make you register to download the content. We've all been there. You finally find the right file, and you get blocked with a registration pop-up, and you think, thanks for wasting my time. I'll find it somewhere else. Arcat's BIM library is really second to none and available in just about any format you need. In fact, their entire BIM library is formatted for the last 5 versions of Revit. Their CAD detail library has thousands of CAD details, and if you need specs, the Arcat library is the most consistent library you will find. Every single spec is written in the CSI 3-part format. There's so much more on their site, including catalogs, videos, and Spec Wizard, where you can quickly and easily build specs. Go to arcat.com or download their app, and you can check it all out. It's a great free resource you don't have to register to use. Check out Arcat today at arcat.com, and do not forget to provide feedback on the site. Let them know what you need if you can't find it there. There's a button on the right side of every page. If you have a suggestion to make Arcat better, click that button and let them know that Archispeak sent you. Thanks once again, Arcat, for being such a great sponsor for the show and for sponsoring this episode of Archispeak.
Yeah, and don't you think that Arcat's sort of a Christmas gift that keeps on giving all year round?
I think it is. I think you're right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh man, what to choose? What to choose for my third gift? There's so many good things here. This gift is something that we've got here in the house, and I think this just brings me back to my youth. I'm pasting it in now so you guys can see it.
Yes, we have one of these.
The original Spirograph set with 12 colorful gel pens. You remember Spirograph? I remember going to my grandmother's house up in Napa, California, not too far from you, Neil.
Nope, very close.
And this was the thing I looked forward to messing with when I was there every single time that I went. And I didn't get to go too often, but every time it was like, I cannot wait to draw with Spirograph. And what's interesting is I actually saw recently kind of a different take on the spirograph on the iPad with the pencil, the iPad Pro, where it's like the drawing is spinning and you kind of just move your pencil in very small increments and it draws these amazingly elaborate patterns that are kind of arrayed in a circle. A very cool idea, but it just reminded me of spirograph. So I go back to the original analog version of this really fun, amazing drawing tool, and it's really cool for the kids and it's really cool for adults too. It's really like Zen-like to get the spirograph going and just make the stress go away. So a very cool mechanical drawing set. It's really fun to play with. So check it out if you don't know what I'm talking about. If you do know what I'm talking about, and it takes you kind of back to the history of when we first started to draw, it's a really fun tool. So definitely worth it. It's $25 on Amazon. Definitely a fun drawing set to play with.
I have a feeling that I may have sparked that one with the sketches that I was doing and sent to you guys.
Oh yeah,
With
I think you probably did because I added it after that.
We'll add that sketch to the show so that everybody can see what we're talking about.
And did you know that it was also Toy of the Year in 1967?
Dang.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Neil, you were like 25 then?
I was thinking.
Shut up, man. I was born. I was around then.
Not disputing it.
Yeah, well, I wasn't 25. Well, I might have been 25 days.
25 something.
25 something, exactly.
He was still yelling at someone.
That's very true. All right, let's not go there. All right, so my next gift is going to be one that I'm finding very useful in our house. Let's put it that way. So my next gift is going to be Apple Music. And the reason I'm suggesting this is because I've got two kids, 9 and 11 right now, and they like to listen to music. And I remember growing up, we didn't really listen to music, right? Because the only music you could listen to is what you could get on the radio. Music. No, not that. It's just it's
roll.
Just Elvis Presley. What?
Well, you were 25 in 1967. Remember?
No, it just you could only really listen to music that you could get on the radio, or I mean, you had to spend like almost $20 to buy an album, and it was just expensive. And so listening to lots of music was difficult to do. And I just think I'm watching my kids, and they'll come home like every day and just like humming or singing some other song. And I'm like, where'd you hear that? And they heard it somewhere. They look it up on their phones, or they, and they're just able to listen to whatever they want. And with a family subscription, it's $15 a month. If you have an individual, it's $10. And if you're a student, a college student or something, you can get it for $4.99 a month. And I'm just thinking, wow, all the CDs I used to carry around in college to listen to music, and it's like, no, for $5 a month, that I think I probably could afford that. You could pretty much listen to anything you want. I just think it's a really great gift to have.
I agree. I have it too, and we use it in the kitchen. We get an iPad with a speaker, and we set it up in there, and we use it in the car. I always tweet about what we listen to on the way to school in the morning. So it's awesome because like I never saw myself going away from my own rather large music library that I have, and the truth is, like, I never open my music library anymore because it's all on demand. And so it's great when you're traveling. It's great when you're in the car. It's great everywhere. And my kids are always, let's play this song next. Let's play this song next. And you can add what song to play next after the one's done playing, and you don't even have to worry about stopping the one you've got going and starting the next one. It's kind of cool. So I just streaming music in general is really changed the landscape of finding new music. It's cool to find a playlist that somebody else put together, and it kind of introduces you to new stuff that you wouldn't normally get if you're just listening to your own library. So I think that's really one of the most valuable parts for me.
That's why I'm still partial to Pandora, even after all these years.
Just, discovery of music. Yeah.
Yeah, you type in what you actually like, and you get other things. And I still dig that one because I'm still learning, new music. Like, where the hell has this been?
Yeah, Apple Music does that too. You can start stations off of artists and different songs. It's very similar to Pandora, but Pandora, if you've been using Pandora for a long time and it's kind of learned different things about you, then there's a lot of value in that.
Oh yeah. Well, Neil, that was awesome,
and it gives you something to listen to in your bomb shelter.
That's right.
Well,
if you can get internet,
if you have internet,
I was going to say, you need a signal.
Oh, that's true. If you're in the bomb shelter, you probably don't have a signal.
And most likely, if you're in the bomb shelter, there's nothing out there playing because the earth has been scorched.
All right, let's not bring it down that far.
Merry Christmas, everybody! Real quick before we go, because you were talking about listening to the radio and stuff as a kid, can you tell me about the fireside chats?
Get to your third gift, all right?
Oh, man.
Before I start cussing and swearing that I'll have to bleep out.
Okay, so, and I'm not sure if we've actually done this one. It's something that I keep looking at often. Yeah, I have it bookmarked. And it's something that I really would love to purchase for myself, but I think it's really something that's kind of cool for any architect, and that is, and I'm just going to click on it, good old chisel and mouse.
Good old chisel and mouse.
And it's basically cast. It could be cityscapes, it could be building facades. It's just an amazing craftsmanship of these guys who just build these iconic pieces of architecture out of small plaster casts, and just does some absolutely beautiful work. And it's just good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, this is really beautiful.
Yeah. And I mean, they do custom, but for the most part, I mean, just these just incredible. You click through it, and you can see some extraordinarily iconic pieces. There's I'm looking at one, the AEG turbine factory that we learned about in school, and there's just so many different things. The Bauhaus and anything and everything that you can imagine.
Awesome. Yeah.
Damn, Cormac, you're really on the pricey list this year.
I went to, but
Valuable. I think you mean valuable.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, valuable.
Yep.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Should I call it eye candy? Since we're going with the eye theme, that was bad.
That was my theme. Don't steal my theme.
Yeah.
Wow. These are really beautiful, actually.
They are.
I've never heard of this before.
I actually tried to do this one time where I made basically just a big lump of plaster and tried to use my Dremel to, carve it out. And it started off going well until the plaster really started to dry up and got brittle, and it just fell apart. So, I mean, I just know from my half-assed attempts at it that it's really difficult, and to get this beautiful bit of work out of it, these guys are definitely artists and craftsmen. So, wow. I mean, absolutely check them out. It's some beautiful work.
Yeah, that would be something that would be a perfect gift for an architect, because architects aren't going to buy these for themselves. Well, they might, but
they should.
They should, yeah. But
or at
wow,
least
these are really cool.
Strongly suggest somebody buy them for them. Not to say that you should buy these, but I'm saying you should. I mean, it would fit. It would. Let me just explain to you guys that it would fit really nice in a box alongside the Runwell watch that Neil's getting me.
Keep dreaming.
You should insert a sound of crickets chirping right here.
If I can find it, it'll go in. All right, guys. Well, that's 3 rounds. Do we want to do one more?
I do have one more, and it is on the affordable side.
Ooh. Well, I have something that's very affordable. Well, let's do one quick one.
All right.
One quick round.
Are we doing
Evan,
affordable? Is this the affordable round?
Sure.
You've been doing affordable.
I have. I can keep going, though.
All right, one more.
One more. What you got?
Okay. All right. So the last one here is, and I will also mention a free one if you want. There is, on December 27th, PBS is showing the Eero Saarinen documentary.
Ooh.
So check your local listings, viewers, and you can look that one up. We'll put a link to that in the show notes. So when you're on Christmas break, you have something to watch that's keeping the architecture alive for you. Okay, so my last gift that I have in my Amazon cart here. This is just a fun one. I love this is Trader Joe's Fireworks chocolate bar. So again, very affordable. And this is, we have Trader Joe's markets out here, and they're not everywhere. I get that, but this is on Amazon. And Fireworks chocolate is really fun to have with your kids. It is a dark chocolate with a spice, and it has Pop Rocks in it.
Ooh, no
so
way.
Cool.
It's chocolate that explodes in your mouth.
How could you not love that?
It's awesome. So I wanted to share the joy of Trader Joe's Fireworks chocolate with all of our listeners, and everybody should buy a bar and eat it for dessert around the dinner table with your closest loved ones and have fun. And there you go.
That's awesome. I like that one. All right, so my next one's going to be very affordable, and it will potentially solve a problem for you. And I'm thinking of our friend Gina, who complained loudly about this when the iPhone 7 came out. But how are you going to listen to music and charge your phone at the same time? Check out this one.
I already ordered one.
Oh, well, wow, that was fast.
No, I saw one earlier.
Well,
and
Let me tell people what it is first. So
please, hurry.
This one here is the Onway.
It's almost here.
Lightning, the Onway Lightning port adapter, so you can charge your Apple iPhone 7 with the Lightning connector and plug in your headphones into a 3.5 millimeter audio interface. So this particular one is very inexpensive. It's only $12. But and it doesn't include like audio controls. So if you're using your headphones, you can't use the audio controls on this particular one. I'm sure there's some others out there that will do that may cost a few dollars more. But this is a pretty good option for those that need that if you have an iPhone 7.
Nice. Yeah, I keep getting into, I don't have a car that has under 100,000 miles on it, just to give you an idea of the age. And I keep getting into one of my cars, and I can never listen to anything in there.
Yeah, because I keep forgetting the adapter.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I have the same thing. One of them still has a tape player in it.
Nice.
And I have the tape adapter. And
what is that, Neil? Maybe Neil could tell.
Shut up.
Well, no, you're different. Mine is a cassette tape. His is an 8-track.
Thanks for throwing me under the 8-track bus there.
Nice.
Don't think that your VW bus didn't have an 8-track in it. Don't
Put
lie.
VW. I didn't have a VW bus. Stop it. I'm not buying you your damn watch. You keep throwing me under the bus.
You stop it. You stop it, Cormac.
I shall pretend I didn't say that if I get a watch out of it.
Too late.
All right. Me?
That's it.
You're up.
Number 4.
Well, there is no show that should go without Cormac suggesting some form of sketching apparatus and device. And this one is really cool because it's perfect for any architect. It's called the Sketch Navigator from HMM, or HMM Project. And it is a notebook and a ruler pen. So there's a pen that snaps into a ruler. So you have a little ruler. and you have the pen, and you have the sketchbook, and they're all together, and they're really cool. It looks really sleek, and it's very architect-y.
It's very brawn.
And it's only $85. Nice way to bring it in real low.
It's $80.
Well, I guess it's better than the $40,000 bomb shelter.
I like this. This thing is like Dieter Rams right here.
I know, right?
That's awesome.
No, it comes with some pretty cool stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, very nice. All right, I'm looking at those beautiful, beautiful pictures. It makes me want one.
I was going to say, I mean, if you look at the pen itself, you can have it trimmed in orange, silver, or black.
Yeah, I see that.
Looks like it comes
nice.
with all three of those, and you get to change it up daily. Oh, it looks like it even has like a stylus tip. That's kind of cool. I don't know how well that works in the sketchbook. But...
Wow, that's cool.
You can pull it out for the old iPad.
Yeah. Nice.
Tell me I didn't go architect-y.
I can't say it.
I sort of did.
Yep.
Maybe.
No, you did. You did. That's why I can't say it. All right.
All right. Well, that wraps up our 4th annual gift episode, Gifts for Architects. So don't forget, for links for all of these items, check out the website at archispeakpodcast.com. And there you can also sign up for our newsletter that will make sure you never miss when an episode comes out. And also, too, if you have gift ideas, check out our Facebook page or tweet us on Twitter, on the Twitters, right?
The tweeters.
On the tweeters. That was it. Yes, exactly. And links for all of those things can be found at archispeakpodcast.com.
I would also add that we will have more links to more cool things in the show notes that we did not get to here on the show, or else this could be like a 6-hour show. So we'll have links to, I've got a few books in there that I have got my eye on or I've already bought, and there's some other cool stuff. We'll have links to everything and more in the show notes.
And I'd like to add that we are also promoting and suggesting you go out and buy ARE Hacks by Evan Troxel, AIA.
True. AIA.
So, and there is a Archispeak store that you can get Archispeak t-shirts and Archispeak mugs.
Oh, yeah. Got to get yourself a mug. Treat yourself right. Treat yourself.
And where would that be?
That would be at archispeakpodcast.com/store.
Backslash?
I think it's forward slash.
Whatever.
Get it right.
www.archispeakpodcast.com/store.
Barbecue and foot massage.
And with that, thanks for listening, everyone. Good night.
The end is nigh. Buy a bomb shelter. You're all gonna die.
Oh, man. So good.
You have to walk it, you can start now, or you can hang your head in despair. The only road will take you there. They may tell you that you'll never recover, baby. I've learned one thing or another about you. It's the only road to get you there. And if they don't know how to treat a lady, maybe you can teach them how to act. across their face. Baby, let's pretend we're doing the right thing. And while we're at it, have the opposite day.